such great ideas already, and you're not even alderman. And
well, just wait till I am alderman, and you'll really see what's going to happen.
Well, this is going to help everyone a lot. They're going to come here, they're going to enjoy, they're going to make money, they're going to get what they want. Everyone's going to be happy just because of the alderman, Mrs. Debra Silverstein.
Thank you.
Mrs. Silverstein, you stated you will increase patrols. So will you do this by taking policemen from other districts and putting them to patrol here, or will you hire more policemen?
Well, the police department is understaffed right now, as it is in the city of Chicago, and we need to find the funds to hire more policemen in the city overall. It's a must.
Yes,
what I want to do is I want to make sure that we maintain the police force that we have here. We need to keep up the CATS program, and we need to talk with the police commander to make sure that we have adequate attention to these areas where gangs are coming and where crime is coming in our ward. And I want to talk to them, and I want to put special attention in these areas and get the crime under control. There are some resources available that we can use. They have a lot of different types of cars and officers that could come in and help us. And I want to make sure that they're doing their job and protecting the people. The police department is great. I think they're wonderful.
Yes.
But I think if they heard some community input and concerns and redirected their attention, we could get the crime under control here in our neighborhood.
Nothing is impossible.
That's right.
And this is such a great idea because there are two things. One, people will get more jobs because if you hire policemen, people will get jobs. And another thing, if they don't get jobs, they're still going to be safe.
That's right.
So one way or another, you're happy.
That's right. That's right.
Mrs. Silverstein, if you unfortunately come upon a question which you cannot answer from a resident, how will you respond to the resident, and how will you resolve the predicament of the resident?
Well, the good thing about the aldermen is that they are really, or the alderman should be a liaison. So if somebody comes to my office and I'm not able to solve the problem, I'm going to know who to refer them to. I'm going to know who to send them to, who to get help from, so that we can solve the problem. And that's what the alderman is. The alderman is a leader, and should have the communities behind them, and their thoughts and concerns are always a priority to the alderman, and the alderman should do whatever they can to help businesses thrive and prosper, and they should direct them to the right places if they're unable to do that.
This is great because every question that the residents have, they're always going to get it answered.
That's right. I'm going to have an open door policy. I'm going to be right here on Devon Avenue. I want people to be able to feel like they can come into my office at any time, and we're here to address any problems that they have.
That's great. Fantastic. Mrs. Silverstein, in what type of situation would you put a town meeting, and why?
Well, I think it's important to meet with the people, and not just, as I said, even though I'm going to have an open door policy, but not everybody wants to come out, to my office.
Yes.
So I think it's important to go to them and to have meetings in the parks or meetings in the school and allow in different areas of the 50th Ward so that people can come out or that I can come to them and have a meeting to them to discuss their issues. It's not just making people come to my office, but I want to go out to them as well.
That's excellent because, as you said before, some people don't want to come out or cannot come to your office, so you're bringing the information and meeting to them.
And it's always good to inform your constituents of what's happening in the City Council and what's happening in the 50th Ward, and it's a great way just to be able to let everybody know, to update them as to what's going on.
That's an excellent idea. Because some people don't get informed and then they get mad and then they go against, and that's bad.
That's right.
So if you inform them beforehand, they'll be happy, and you'll be happy as well.
That's right.
Okay. Mrs. Silverstein, when zones are changed, most of the time, residents do not know anything about it.
That's true.
So how will you alert residents before you change the zones?
Well, I think it's very important that the residents and the business owners around here know what's happening, and I think we need some kind of an advisory board to listen to the plans, to see what the developers have in mind before anything is done, and to get it approved by the board before anything gets okayed.
And I have a question from your answer.
Mm-hmm.
If unfortunately the board does not approve,
Mm-hmm.
what will you do then?
Well, I think what I would do is I would go back to the developer and say, you know, we have some issues here. You can try to change it and break it back and see if we could work out what the problems are. But I would have to keep the interest of the community in mind first.
That's an excellent idea, because usually people, when they try the first time, they give up. They're done. But
Well, you never should give up.
yeah, you should never give up.
Never give up, because no is not an option all the time. You can do it. If you put your mind to it, you can do it.
Yes. That's what my mom and dad always say. And this is an excellent idea, because sometimes people give up the first time. They say, okay, I thought I could do it, but I can't. But you are going to keep on trying.
That's right.
It doesn't matter what they say. You're going to get back up there, and you're going to say,
That's right. If it doesn't work this way, then we're going to try it another way, and we're going to make it work so that
Yes.
everybody's happy.
yes.
And if people are against it, then it won't happen. We won't do it. You know, if people are,
Yeah.
don't want
Yes,
it and are very much opposed to it, then we have to listen to their concerns also.
That's correct. Because you cannot just think of yourself. You have to think of other people as well
That's
as
right.
yourself.
And we have to keep the best interests of the community.
Yes. And this is going to keep your interest. You are doing what they want, not just what you want. So they're going to be happy.
That's right.
And since you're doing what they want, you're going to be happy as well.
That's right.
So would you like to give any other information about being alderman or the 50th ward?
Well, I'm very excited to be running for
Yes,
alderman.
anyone would be.
And I really think that I have a vision, and I'm determined to make things happen for the ward. And I think that it's time for change. And I
Yes.
think that this ward could be really something special. If we put our minds to it and we don't give up,
Yes,
we can put our minds to it, and we can make this a great place for families. We can make it a great place for businesses. We can make it a great place for tourists to come visit. It could be really a great place.
Yes.
I want to add one thing, though. You were telling my endorsements. You don't know this, but I just got the endorsement of the Chicago Federation of Labor, and I also got the endorsement of the Indo-American Democratic Organization.
Really?
So those are two new ones that I just got recently.
Wow.
So
That's excellent.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for answering my questions.
Thank you so much for coming in.
You're welcome.
And I would like you to know, and everybody, that if anybody ever has a question, I'm always here for them.
Yes.
I will always get back to them. I will always do my best to address the issues and to fix the problem, and to help anybody out that needs help. I'm here for you.
You're here for.
Can you tell your number and phone number, address,
Yes.
the website?
My telephone number is 773-465-1216. My website is www.debrasilversteinforalderman.com, and my email is debra@debrasilversteinforalderman.com. Please feel free to email me, call me. If you would like to volunteer, please come volunteer. I look forward to meeting and working with everybody. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.